I want to continue on the subject of sexicide. Just like with crack in the 80s when they blew up the all the songs about, or the songs about crack, all the kids cartoons about crack, all the don't do crack after school special programmings, don't do crack, the president crack, Nixon crack or heroin, and then Reagan crack, Bush crack, everyone crack. But just like they did with that, with the homosexuals and the AIDS in the 80s, and they said that it came from monkeys. A dude humped a monkey in Africa. He was like a scientist, and he came over here and had sex with people, and that's how it got out into the public. That is how excellent propaganda works, because anyone who's dumb enough to fuck a monkey deserves AIDS, right? So in other words, that's a code. You monkeys deserve to die. Ha 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 ha. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. This is how, like, the suicidal, genocidal, terroristic British gave the Indians smallpox blankets. You know what I'm saying? In that fashion, that's how they operate. And you can watch a movie called In Lies We Trust, where he explains and outlines how that did happen through the U.S. Defense Department. They inadvertently found cancer and AIDS. You know what I'm saying? By trying to find vaccinations against bio agents from other countries. And but the sexicide, that's a form of sexicide right there, where they create diseases intentionally that kill you. So sexicide there's your common man's way, but then you got the Keith Ledger Joker, pre-Joker death, where he was found, with a bunch of pills and a massage therapist, and they put it out, they telegraph, oh, you're having mental problems, you're dabbling in drugs and all this stuff, and you're sliding into the dark. Assassins programming, Delta programming, suicide, apothiosis programming. And just recently we had this dude named Omar something, and he got set up. And I mean, it was messed up, because it was like, I've been out in public before, like at a bar, like where you pay one fee to get in and then you can drink all you want, where I just got way too wasted and I was out in public. And I mean, that can happen to anyone. And if you get caught in that state slipping, and someone gives you the heroin cup, and then take some pictures with you with some prostitutes, as you're already blacked out, but you appear like you're there. You know what I'm saying? They set all these things up for you. They'll have the bathtub waiting in your hotel with the water in it, with the whiskey bottle and the razor blade, so just like Jim Morrison. You know what I'm saying? In a way, I mean, you also can have skid out programming. Maybe that is real, where they try to get people so indulgent on drugs that they just go ahead and try to take the ultimate, and just, the poison cup again. But I mean, but it makes it also look like they use the poison cup because it's plausible deniability, and it ties into crackrafices. So a sexicide crackrafice is really up the level that I'm talking. And you can see, now go back and look at any weirdness like Marilyn Monroe and Kennedy, you know what I'm saying, and drugs and all this MK is all mixed up in it. And this is, you can find the stuff goes back of sexicide, drugicide, suicide, crackrafices. And I mean, this is one of the methods they use, and the poison cup, the heroin cup. And literally look up the poison cup, where it comes from. It goes back to fraternal orders and poetic guilds and these other weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? That, if you look into that lore in general, it always goes to the dark side, Satanism, dabbling in occult philosophy, like Ben Franklin was part of the Nine Sisters, which is a satanic fraternity, the Hell's Fire Club, and there's all these mausoleums that says Ben Franklin opened the gates of hell, and he went through sexicide-ish assassins type of programming. If you look at their lore, listen to Bill Cooper, Assassins, part of Paradise programming, bomber program, suicide bomber, Allah 42 virgins, the Valkyrie will carry you to Odin. Same shizzle. This is Assassins programming. Ancient Delta programming. Ancient suicide apotheosis programming, folklore, superstitions.